she knows something I don't. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of trying. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, no, not no one likes to be let down. I know she loves the sunrise, no longer sees it with her sleeping eyes. And I know that when she said she's gonna try, well, it might not work because of other ties. And I know she usually has some other ties. And I wouldn't wanna break them, I wouldn't wanna break them. Maybe she'll help me to untie this, but until then, well, I'm gonna have to lie to you. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, no, not no one likes to be let down. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. Harder that you try, baby, the further you'll fall. Even with all the money in the whole wide world. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me by. Everything you know about me now, baby, you're gonna have to change. You're gonna call it by a brand new name. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please.
and sing sweet song again. Will you know why? Anyone who sings a tune so sweet is passing by. Laugh in the sunshine, sing, cry in the dark, fly through the night. Don't cry now. Don't you cry. Don't you cry anymore. La 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 la. Sleep in the stars. Don't you cry. Dry your eyes on the wind. La 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 All I know is something like a bird within her sang. All I know, she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you snow and rain.
Welcome to another American River College Athletics broadcast brought to you by Stones Radio Networks. Coming to you live from beautiful campus of American River College in Sacramento, California. Today's game is sponsored by United Rentals, Ace Body and Towing, the Lincoln Potters Baseball Club, Grateful Bread, Super Taco, and Taylor Builders. To get you ready for today's matchup, let's send it up to the booth to the legend, Mark the Phantom Lowe, to bring you all of today's action.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Beaver Field on the campus of American River College in lovely Sacramento, California. It's time for American River College baseball, a Big 8 conference game against the Sierra College Wolverines. And yes, we're coming on a little bit early today because along with me, Mark the Phantom Lowe, we've got Chris Toy behind the controls, but a special guest joining us for a little pregame action is the head of the Stones Radio Networks, a guy who watches a lot of American River College athletics, Mr. Stones McCoy. Stones, thanks for sitting in.
Absolutely. I appreciate being here.
Well, the reason I brought you up here is because we've kind of reached a point in the season now. The Beavers are 5-15. They are 1-7 in conference play. They lost yesterday. A tough game on Tuesday, dropping that one 9-7. Sierra came out and put the bats out yesterday and won it 16-2. So as a guy who watches a lot of baseball, watches a lot of ARC baseball, and also knows a lot about baseball, give me your impressions after about 20 games in this American River College season.
Well, so far so good. I mean, you got to really think about, last year and how the ARC was really trying to compete. And they were, a little short-handed, if you will. There was a lot of injuries last year that the Beavers had to deal with, and so far this year they've been really healthy, which has really contributed to them putting up a lot more wins this year. Conference play is a little bit different. It gets a little bit tighter, and you're starting to see that right now, and that's where we're going as far as up against Sierra today.
Yeah, we've seen that a bunch. We saw it on Tuesday. We've seen it a lot in the preseason games as they are, and against Diablo Valley as well, as they are right in games. And it's not a matter of trying to compete because they are competing by and large, but it's a matter of closing things out. So as you watch them, what's important for them to try to keep in mind as they try to close games out and win games late?
Absolutely. Well, we talk about this in all baseball. I mean, scoring early and often is going to be your first key. That's going to give you guys a little bit of confidence and momentum going into the latter innings. So scoring early is really, really important. But again, you're talking about a Sierra team that's really tough to score on. They've got really, really good pitching. A couple of the guys have thrown over 100 innings so far this year for starters for Sierra. So that's going to be tough, but you're going to have to attack early, get some runs on the board, and we talk about this every single time. Once you do that, you got to get a shutdown inning. You gotta come out, get a 1-2-3 or but not letting any runs score after you've scored. It's so very important at this level in baseball.
Well, we're about to get the Star Spangled Banner, Stones, and I appreciate you stopping by. We'll come back to you during the game, but one more thing I wanted to ask you before we get that Star Spangled Banner. Today's starter Anthony Oconis, 2-3 on the season, but in community college play, an ERA of 3.11, which is excellent. We've seen him pitch. We saw him pitch last year. We've seen him pitch this year and look really good. What do you think is the difference with Anthony?
I think Anthony has really found his zone. He's able to control the ball a lot better this year than he did last year. And last year he pitched really well for the Beavers. So far this year he's been very accurate. He's been in the zone and pitching to contact and allowing the defense behind him to really, really help him out.
That's our buddy Stones McCoy. He'll be back throughout the game with some commentary and some observations. Stones, thanks for joining me. We have a Star Spangled Banner coming up. We'll be right back with the first pitch on Stones Radio Networks.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed a job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Welcome back to Beaver Stadium. Star Spangled Banner is in the books from Matt Pearson, our great PA out here, public address announcer. You want to enjoy his work every time you come out to Beaver Field. We thank Stones McCoy for stopping by for a little pregame chat. We'll talk to him a little bit later on. Let's take a look right now at the offensive lineup for the Sierra College Wolverines. They are 13-9 on the season, 5-3 in conference play. See Brady Rinaldo hitting second. He had a home run in yesterday's 16-2 win. Connor Smith in the cleanup spot with 3 home runs, 19 runs batted in. Kimo Walensky had a big game on Tuesday. He bats in the 5 spot. He is the designated hitter for the Wolverines. A couple of new names at the bottom of the lineup, at least from Tuesday. Brad Morris hitting 7th, Aiden Kuhlbeck hitting 8th, and Elijah White hitting 9th. Evan Oden is on the mound for the Wolverines. He came in and got the save in the game on Tuesday. Anthony Oconis, as we mentioned in the pregame, 2-3 on the season, 37 2/3 innings pitched, 34 strikeouts against 14 base on balls, and a very impressive ERA of 3.11. Anthony is a left-handed sophomore. He is out of Woodland High School, and we're just about ready to go with this one here, the third of a 3-game series between these two teams. As we said, Tuesday, 9-7 for the Wolverines. They scored 2 runs late to break a 7-7 tie after the Beavers had put up a 5 spot to knot that one up at 7. And then yesterday, it was all Wolverines as they won it 16-2. And here's Mason Oliphant, the left fielder. Out of Reno, the sophomore takes in there for a strike, and we are underway here. First pitch, 1-0-1, and I salute the umpires for their efficiency in getting us off at almost 1 o'clock. I mean, that's pretty good stuff as we move the game up from 2. That's lined to the first baseman. Willie Tatum snatches it out of the air, and our first out is in the book. as Oliphant lines out to Tatum at first base, which brings up Brady Rinaldo. And let's take a look at that defensive alignment. Willie Tatum at first, Jaden Reynolds at second base, Darren Eels the shortstop, Brett Griffiths over at third. It's Nick Golden out in left, Marcus Babada in center, Wyatt Winalski moves over to right, Duncan Hansen, the old reliable behind the plate, and Anthony Akanis is on the hill. And here is Brady Rinaldo hitting .333. As a home run is driven in 13, and that home run came yesterday against the Beavers. Brady is a freshman out of Roseville High School. O'Connor with the delivery. Breaking ball's in there for a strike. Brady was 2 for 5 in the game on Tuesday. Scored a run, drove one in. He's followed in the lineup by the right fielder Owen Faith, hitting in the number 3 spot. Breeze blowing kind of briskly here as it's supposed to die down during the afternoon. 0-2 pitch, looked at it just a little bit outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Rinaldo. Probably won't see a home run. Not too many home runs today. The big park here and the wind blowing briskly left to right. Brady fouls that one off. It stays at 1-2, and we see our first canines as we look. Oh, they're all over the place. We're basically running a kennel over here down the first baseline. I can really identify down there the dog owner just bugging her, says she can't watch the game. Swung on and missed. The strikeout for O'Connor is his first of the day. 2 outs now in the top of the first, and that brings up Owen Faith, the right fielder. Owen, .286 on the year. Comes to us from Western Sierra, just a freshman, 22 runs batted in, leads the Wolverines in that category. Just 3 ahead of the on-deck hitter, Connor Smith. O'Connor's pitch is lined over the second baseman's head, ends in the right center field for a base hit. Winalski cuts over from right to cut it off and hold Faith to a single, but Owen with a solid single into right center. First hit of the ball game, and puts a runner at first base with 2 outs and brings up the aforementioned Connor Smith.
Number 25, first baseman Connor Smith.
The catcher, or the sophomore out of Alpha Charter, is actually playing first base today. Played catcher in the game on Tuesday, was 1 for 4, drove in 2. Connis' pitch is a breaking ball in there for a strike. Kimo Walensky to follow. 3 for 4 with 3 runs batted in on Tuesday for Walensky. That ball is in there for a strike again by O'Connor. Kimo from Kailua High School. Outfield straightaway, medium deep and left and right, probably playing the wind. That one's fouled out of play. Oh, and 2 on Connor Smith. Faith with a moderate lead, we'll call it, at first base against the left-handed O'Connor. Anthony to the plate in the dirt. Hansen picks it up, going to throw to second base as it'll be into center field. Getting up is Faith. Got up and tried to fake like he was going to third, then he immediately went back, but Babada let it fly from center field on a hop to third base with Griffiths flagging it down over there. So it's a kind of a delayed steal, and Hansen got up in time, but his throw tailed off to the right. It's a stolen base credited to Owen Faith. Puts him in scoring position here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's going to bring Jaden Reynolds over to shadow the runner at second base a little bit here. See if he gets back to his position. Breaking ball is swung on and missed. So 2 strikeouts and a hit allowed. We go to the bottom of the first. Wolverines nothing. Beavers coming to bat.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't really
run away.
Yeah.
I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me.
Yeah,
to
I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that.
Generally,
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Bottom of the first inning here at Beaver Field. It's the Beavers against the Sierra College Wolverines. Wolverines go down with just one hit in the top of the inning, a couple of strikeouts for Anthony O'Connor. Let's take a look at the Beavers batting order against the right-hander Evan Oden, who's 2-1 on the season with a save, 15 and a third innings, 21 strikeouts, 10 walks, and 2.93 ERA. Brett Griffith's going to start us off. We see Winowski has moved into the third spot. Wyatt Balke not in the lineup today. The cleanup man is Darren Eels, who had a home run on Tuesday. Jose Vega comes out of the pen. He is the DH in this game. He is 3 for 10 on the season. And Marcus Babada hitting in the number 9 spot, the center fielder. Brett Griffiths hitting .277. That is inside for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes on Brett. He has scored 13 runs. He's driven in 10, the sophomore from Jesuit. That one looked good. It is. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Nick Golden to follow, then Wyatt Winowski, the first 3 against Evan Oden. Hit sharply down the third off the glove of the third baseman, White. That'll go into the foul territory. Let's see if Griffith's going to try for 2. It's picked up by Oliphant and gunned in there, but Brett has himself a stand-up double to start off things in the bottom of the first inning. Brings up Nick Golden. Let's take a look at the defensive alignment, if we can, for the Wolverines. It's Elijah White at third, Cowan Meyer at short, Brady Rinaldo at second, Connor Smith at first, Faith Kuhlbeck and Oliphant in the outfield. Brad Morris is behind the plate, and Evan Oden, the right-hander, on the mound with an excellent 2.93 earned run average. Here's Nick Golden hitting at 167. The freshman out of El Camino playing left field. Breaking ball, nice-looking pitch is in there for a strike. See Coach Jay's strategy. I kind of thought he might have Nick scoring around trying to get Brett over to third base, but we'll see. White playing on the grass, the infield grass at third, as Golden waits for the 0-1 pitch. Swings and misses at a high fastball. Oden with 21 strikeouts in 15 and a third innings. Oh, 2. Takes a fastball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Evan Oden out of Lincoln High School. Lincoln Fighting Zebras. One ball, 2 strikes, Nick Golden. It's a fastball called strike 3 on the inside corner. So Golden's out on strikes. First strikeout for Evan Oden. And here comes Wyatt Winowski. Wyatt at 294 had a real good game on Tuesday. Hitting out of the 7th hole. He was 3 for 4. He scored a run. He drove in a run. He's up here with Griffiths at second base and now 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Winowski takes a breaking ball in there for a strike. So Oden is piping strikes after giving up the double to Griffiths to start the bottom of the first inning. Brad Morris behind the plate out of Ponderosa High School. Fastball misses outside. Darren Eels batting in the number 4 spot. The shortstop is in the on-deck circle. Beavers trying to draw first blood. They drew first blood yesterday, but after that it was all Sierra. Fouled out of play. 1-2 on Wyatt Winowski. the sophomore Winalski out of San Juan High School, which I believe are the Spartans. And then, my high school was the Spartans. It's not around anymore. So maybe the Spartans aren't around anymore either, now when I think of it. Although they had some pretty good movies made out of them. 300 movies? No, not 300 movies. Skied out to left field, giving chase as Oliphant going toward the line, shading his eyes, and makes the catch. So Winalski flies out to left field. Seems like fly balls might meet that same fate, as that one was kind of held up and moved over by the wind. So 2 outs, and here's Darren Eels, with Griffith still out at second base. Darren with that home run on Tuesday, 1 for 4 in that game, scored 1, drove 1 in. He has 13 RBI and 4 home runs now. Oden's pitch is hit sharply up the middle into center field. That's a base hit. Griffiths is coming around third. The throw is going to go to second base, and that's an RBI single for Darren Eels, and he has RBI number 14 as the Beavers take a 1-0 lead. Coming through, Darren Eels right back up the middle. Kubeck picked it up in center field. He could have tried, I think, at home, but I don't think it would have been in time. And that'll bring up Jaden Reynolds, second baseman out of Bella Vista, just a freshman, comes in with an average of .271. Eels hitting .213 coming up to that at bat. Pump that up a little bit. It's hit sharply to the right of second. Second baseman bobbles it, picks it up, nowhere to go. That is Ronaldo, who tried to make the play. I think he was thinking about going to second with it. Misplayed it. He'll be charged with an error, first error of the game for the Wolverines. And now they have first and second, and that brings up Jose Vega, who the last time we saw him was pitching. He is 3 for 10 on the season with a run batted in at the plate. So he is inserted into the lineup today. As we said, Wyatt Balke not in the lineup. Not sure why that is. Vega takes that one in there for a strike. Freshman out of Highlands High School. Duncan Hansen to follow Jose. Eels now at second base. Moving around out there. Shadowed by the shortstop Meyer. That's in the dirt. Nice scoop by Brad Morris. Evens the count up 1 ball and 1 strike. Nice day with that breeze coming through. But it's not the cold breeze that we have experienced on some occasions when it gets a little bit later in the day. 1-1 pitch on the way. Vega hits it sharply down the third base line, but foul. Almost got Coach J down there. Doug Jumale at third. Assistant coaches, you got Todd Conroy, Ben Cornfield, Chris Garcia, Marcus Garcia, Mike Hankins, and Lou Zavia. On the other side, Ryan Evangelo. The head man, Rob Wilson, Brett Sundberg, Jordan Remington, Kelly McGee, and Josh Morton, who's friends with Stones McCoy, so that's probably a mark against him. Vega takes inside, almost got him on the left hip there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Griffith started us off with a double, the RBI single by Eels, then the infield error puts runners at first and second for Vega. Jose takes calls, strike 3. 2 calls, strikeouts in the first inning, but the Beavers get a couple of hits, put a run up on the board. We go to the top of the second. Beavers up 1-0.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in town. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15. Comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Back out at Beaver Field. Top of the second inning. Kimo Walensky, Cowan Meyer, and Brad Morris. The first three against Anthony O'Connor. Let's take a look. That was called a ball, I believe. Checking with the first base umpire. I wasn't really paying attention. Which that's okay. I mean, just admit it. Walensky hitting at 231. Takes that one in there for a strike. 7 runs batted in for Kimo out of Kahlua High School. As we said, a big game on Tuesday, 3 for 4. With a double and 3 runs batted in. Illegal pitch called by the umpire. I think you could probably hear that in your home, no matter how far away you were. He's going to go out and talk to Anthony, who says, I don't know what I did. I mean, everybody knows that. I mean, it's kind of the shrug emoji. Coach Jumale is stopped at the imaginary line, which isn't imaginary, between the field and the out of play, right on the third base line. Anthony going back over, this is what I did. And I'm like, well, this is why I didn't like it. He said, well, what if I did that? Well, I don't know. We'll think about it. Try it out and we'll see, okay? And then he goes over to talk to Coach Jay. Hopefully he'll act it out so he can see.
Mr. Umpire, use your all holes next time.
Well, it's Coach Jay, he's an agreeable sort. He doesn't usually get, too steamed up. 2 balls and 1 strike is the net result of all that. Walensky hits that one down the first base line, but foul. And it evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beavers wearing the home white pants, the red jerseys. Sierra with the grayish pants, black jerseys. They got some sweet numbers coming off those things. 2-2 pitch is down low for a ball. A couple of the Beavers thought they might have had strike 1, but no such luck. Count goes full. That's ball 4. So Walensky gets the base on balls, aided by that illegal pitch. And here's Cowan Meyer, who has a home run on the season and 9 runs batted in. Freshman out of Placer High up in Auburn. Griffiths comes in at third. Meyer shows bunt, pulls it back on an inside fastball, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Home plate umpire rules that he pulled the bat back, checks with the base umpire, who concurs, and there's no one else to ask. So you can, disagree if you will, unless that guy in the stands down the left field line looks like he's in pretty good shape. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Looked like an easier one to bunt than usual, but Meyer let it go. Evens the count up at 1-1. We can't afford an eye in the sky, but we've got a guy down the left field line in the top row of the bleachers. Meyer pulls it back, lines it foul into the dugout, and scatters his teammates in there. Hopefully everybody is okay on the Wolverines bench, as that line drive went straight in there. Count is 1-2. Walensky is over at first base. He got the base on balls. O'Connor came in 34 strikeouts, 14 base on balls in 37 2/3 innings. 1-2 coming up to Meyer. That's lifted into foul territory down the first base line, into the bleachers. Oh, some of the canines had relocated down to the bleachers, and I'm not saying he went after him, but I'm just saying, you really don't want to do that. That's fouled away again. Looks like all the doggies are okay down there. 1-2 on Cowan Meyer. We are in the top of the second inning here from Beaverfield, a windy Beaverfield, 12-mile-an-hour winds with 24-mile-an-hour gusts, according to Chris Toy's phone. That's hit foul right over by the, I'll tell you, I mean, Meyer may be getting, I don't know, hazed a little by his teammates or something. You know, there may be a backstory here because he's had a couple of shots go down, right down the first base line at that dugout. We don't want to cause any, start any stories or anything. I'm sure he's, a very popular guy in the team and everything. Going over to first base, O'Connor, Willie Tatum putting the tag on over there, but Walensky is back comfortably. One-two pitch coming up to Meyer. Breaking ball's lined into right center field, coming over the right fielder. He's going to make the catch. What a play by Winalski. Walensky is the runner. Winalski in right field, who's on first. He almost came in and overran that one. Had to put the glove up at the last minute and make the catch as Meyer hit that ball very hard to right field. Hit a bunch of balls hard on that at bat, most of them into his own dugout, but one out. And here's Brad Morris, the catcher. The sophomore out of Ponderosa High, hitting 152 and 33 at bats this season. Takes a high fastball, 1-0. He's followed by Aiden Kuhlbeck, the center fielder, and then Elijah White, the bottom three in the order for the Wolverines. Walensky is over on first base. He got the base on balls, and Meyer almost delivered a big hit right there. Fastball just a little inside. 2-0 on Brad Morris. Short lead at first by Winalski. Make that Walensky. He's going in the throw to second base, but getting back to first base is Walensky. I think I confused him by calling him Winalski, and he kind of just came off the base and went, what? Went back to first base. Hansen came up throwing, and it's a good thing for Walensky he did because he was off. If they would have thrown behind him, I think he would have been caught off the bag. 3 balls and no strikes, though, on Morris, which is more important here. Takes that pitch in there for a strike. Three and one now. That's right in there again, 3-2. Three and two. Let's see if the runner's going. He is not, but O'Connor is going to go over to first base just to keep him close. Just to make me say Walensky again. Jaden Reynolds kind of pulled over towards second base. There's a hole at regular second base. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed. There goes the runner. Hansen's throw. It's going to get him by a mile. Great play by Hansen. Good job by O'Connor to come back. He gets his third strikeout. We go to the bottom of the second. The Beavers up by 1.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the.
He can't even lead us out of the
He
parking
can't get
lot.
out of the parking lot.
So we just moments ago, a rhubarb, a brouhaha between Mr. Reynolds, the great Jerry Reynolds, and the great Mr. Basketball.
They always wear
He
something
dresses
different.
He has his suit on and stuff.
So it's like, hey, fans, I'm different.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the man.
Well,
see, so.
yeah.
Bottom of the second here from Beaver Field on the campus of American River College in windy Sacramento, California. Evan Oden throwing his last warm-up tosses into Brad Morris, and we are ready to go. Duncan Hansen, Willie Tatum, and Marcus Babada, the first three hitters. The bottom three hitters in the order for the Beavers, who scored once in the bottom of the first on an RBI single from Darren Eagles, plating Brett Griffiths, who had doubled to open the bottom of the inning. Here's Hansen, 208 with a dozen runs batted in for the sophomore. He shows bunt, bunts it down the first base line, and he's going to get the first baseman off. He flips it to the pitcher, and he's going to be safe at first base. Hansen went for the head first dive, which to me slows you up a little bit, but he beats the throw, and Hansen has himself a bunt single to start the inning. Just a beautiful bunt. He made the first baseman, Smith, come off to field it, but well covered by Oden. And Hansen's going to get credit for the single, and here's Willie Tatum. Willie 164. The sophomore out of Granta has 7 runs batted in. He's also had a couple of sacrifices. Let's see how Coach Jay wants to play it here. Willie shows bunt and pulls away from an inside pitch. 1-0. White coming in at third. Smith obviously holding the runner off at first base. Tatum does not show a bunt. He takes an inside fastball. He's ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Marcus Babada on deck, then the top of the order for the Beavers, trying to get their second conference win and 6th win of the season. Tatum takes a fastball. That one's going to be on the inside corner. Put it 2 balls and 1 strike. So showed bunt on the first pitch, pulled it back, and then has taken the next 2. Hansen at first base, nobody out, bottom of the second. Willie takes inside, ball 3. Oden's fastball kind of riding up on him a little bit here early on. The right-hander with a 2.93 ERA and 21 strikeouts in 15 innings, but he does have 10 base on balls in those 15 innings. 3-1 coming up to Tatum. Chopper. White's going to let the shortstop take it. Meyer over to first base. He got a nice play by Cowan Meyer at short. He gets Tatum at first, but Willie moves the runner along as Hansen moves up to second base. He's in scoring position for Marcus Babada, the center fielder. Marcus been playing a lot of left field, and I think moved over to center in the game on Tuesday, and he starts this one out in center field. Left-handed hitter out of Bear Creek High School. Hits one high in the air to right field. Let's see if it stays fair. Faith is under it. He can't find it, and it's going to hit foul. He moved over like he had a beat on it, and then he got close to the foul line and had no idea where it was. Threw up the shrug emoji, which isn't a good idea or a good feeling if you're the pitcher and your fielder throws up the shrug emoji. But luckily for the Wolverines, that one was well foul. Babada hit it pretty well, a little bit too high. And the win, of course, will take it then. Those 24-mile-an-hour gusts, perhaps. Chris Toy, the Stones Radio Network's meteorologist, because his phone has weather on it. 0-1 to Marcus. Hits that one into left center field, giving chase as Oliphant. It's going to hold up in the wind, and Mason will pull it down for the second out. So Babada hit the ball very well right there. Kind of a victim of the wind. 2 outs now, and that will bring up the top of the order, and Brett Griffiths, who doubled off the glove of the third baseman Elijah White in the first inning, later scored on the Eel single. So Brett is 1 for 1. Shout out to Brett's grandmother who came up here after the game on Tuesday. We had a nice little chat coming down from Redding, California. That's going to go underneath Morris and back to the backstop, and Hansen will move over to third. That'll be a wild pitch. And he is at third now with a 1-ball, no-strike count on Brett. And she told us also that great-grandma, hanging out in Oregon, age, I believe the number was 92, has gotten turned on to the broadcast. And so the OGG, I call her, we say hi to you. You are our fan of the day. Hopefully checking it out from Oregon. 1-0 on Brett. Line drive, that's into right field, and there you go. Base hit for the OGG, and the Beavers lead this one 2-0. Second hit of the day for Griffiths. He picks up his 11th run batted in. He got his 14th run scored in the first inning. Hanson comes all the way around, and the Beavers now lead it 2-0. And here's Nick Golden. Beavers making some solid contact here in this inning. Griffiths put that one between first and second. No chance for the Wolverines. Golden takes a fastball right in there for a strike. Odin has, I would say Odin probably getting it up near 90 miles an hour here. Still relatively early in the season for these teams. About halfway through maybe. That sails outside. Good job by Brad Morris to pick that one out of the air. Odin with just 15 and a third innings pitched on the season. There goes the runner. The pitch is fouled away, so it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 now on Nick Golden. See if Griffiths is going again on the 1-2 pitch here. Could probably pitch out if they wanted to. Not going, but a swing and a miss. Beavers with 2 more hits and another run. We go to the top of the third inning. Beavers up 2-0.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Top of the third inning from Beaver Field. It'll be Aiden Kuhlbeck, then Elijah White, and then the top of the order, Mason Oliphant against Anthony O'Connor. There's a pop-up. It'll get out of play from Aiden, who's 3 for 17 on the season, 176. The freshman out of Belgrade, or Belgrade, whichever you want to say. Depends on what network you're watching. I think I'll say Belgrade. Yeah, I think so. That's inside to Aiden. 1 ball in, 1 strike. Beavers up 2-0 here in the top of the third. Sails outside, 2-1. O'Connor with 3 strikeouts. He has issued 1 walk in the first 2 innings of this one. Foul back to the screen. Jamil Pugh usually does the photography here. He's being replaced today by, I think, or is he here? Oh, we've got a couple of guys. We got another guy taking pictures. I think it's the guy from the Six Flags commercials. Yeah, I think so. Who was a tremendous celebrity about 3 years ago, maybe? Do I have the timing right? 2-2 pitches hit hard into center field, coming on Babada, and he'll make the catch. So Kuhlbeck really hit that one hard. He might have been a little victimized by the wind holding that one up. 1 out here in the third, and Elijah White will be the hitter. Elijah hitting .250 on the campaign with 4 runs batted in. He is coming to us from Alpha Charter, a freshman. Batting in the number 9 spot. Although the Six Flags guy does have a very cool Giants hat. He bunts at it and fouls it off. Different kind of coloring, like a gold. Or I call it goldenrod, because I think that's a color. I saw it once on liquid paper or something. Yeah, and a nice orange insignia. I think I'll get that one for Stones McCoy. Hope he's not listening. He's probably hanging out somewhere. Nice breaking ball in there, but it's a little high for a ball. Yeah, it does look like suede. Good call, CT. Yep, very nice. There's a foul ball. Makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes on Elijah White up here with 1 out in the top of the 3rd. Good crowd out here. Check out the 3rd of a 3-game set between these two teams. Kind of rivals a little bit, I would say. It's in the dirt for a ball. 2-2. It's actually the closest team that American River plays against to where I live. So that makes it a rival in my mind. O'Connors 2-2. High, just misses with a high fastball. 3-2 now on Elijah White. Mason Oliphant, the top of the order on deck. O'Connor's inside, an easy take. His second base on balls against 3 strikeouts, and here's Mason Oliphant, the left fielder, who lined out to first base to start the game back in, be back in the 1st inning then if he's starting the game. Mason, a sophomore out of Reno, listed as an infielder on the roster, but has played left field in both games that we've seen. 1 for 5 in the game on Tuesday. Takes a fastball in there for a strike. Brady Ronaldo on deck. White at first, 1 out here in the 3rd. O'Connor's going to keep him close over there. Duncan Hansen with throughout the last base runner who tried to steal. That was Walensky back in the 2nd inning. High fastball. Throw down to first to Willie Tatum. But no tag applied on White. Count even at 1-1 here. Mason comes in at .333. He's driven in 10. He scored 17 for the Wolverines, who came in 13-9 on the campaign. Breaking ball, beautiful pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 5-3 in conference play for Sierra, who dropped 2 out of 3 to Delta and took 2 out of 3, I believe, from Santa Rosa. 1-2, no. O'Connor will go over to first base. Willie Tatum over there. Jaden Reynolds at second. Darren Eels at short, and Brett Griffiths down at third. That's your infield defense for the Beavers with Duncan Hansen behind the plate. There goes the runner. It's down low. The throw to second base is just not in time. Beautifully placed by Hansen, but White is in there before the tag, and he will be in scoring position with a count now of 2-2 on Mason Oliphant. Looked like from here the throw just a little bit too late. There's a good jump by White over there. The umpire, I think the argument is, hey, that was a really good throw. And the umpire say, yeah, I agree. It was a really good throw, but you don't really get close. I mean, it's either safe or he's out, and the ball, he was already there. So as Reynolds is just going to take some time, hopefully didn't get spiked out there. Hopefully just doing a little shoe tying. You never know, though. You never know. Sometimes, these athletes that get covered up, they pretend to tie their shoe because of the massive pain that they're feeling. I don't think that was the case this time. I think everybody's fine. Two-two pitch. That's down low and inside, 3-2. So O'Connor's in danger of losing the second straight hitter here. Three balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball's chopped out, cut off by Griffiths. Nice play by Brett. Goes to first to get him. Excellent play at third base by Brett Griffiths. Kept the runner at second and got Oliphant at first by a couple of steps. If he lets that one go to Darren Neal's, not sure that Darren's going to have enough time to gun it across the diamond to get this Speedy Oliphant. So 2 outs, and Brady Rinaldo, the hitter, struck out back in the first inning. 1 home run, 13 runs batted in for Brady, who came in hitting .333. Got that home run yesterday in the Wolverines' 16-2 win in Rockland. Reynolds again shadowing over at second base, leaving a big hole, and it's grounded. Griffiths again gets it on a hop over to first. Got him at first. Nice play, Brett Griffiths. Nice inning, Anthony O'Connor. We go to the bottom of the third. Beavers still up by 2.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
Just tweet it out and then don't really
run
respond.
away.
Yeah.
I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me to
yeah, I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally
I know
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Wyatt Winalski starting us off here in the bottom of the third against Evan Oden. First pitch, a nice fastball in the outside corner. Wyatt line to left his first time up. He's followed by Darren Eels and Jaden Reynolds. 3, 4, and 5 for the Beavers. Sails that one outside, evens the count at 1-1. Winalski 294 coming in for the sophomore. 5 runs batted in, 10 runs scored. Usually bats a little bit further down the lineup. He's up in the number 3 spot today as Wyatt Balke is missing. Takes that one inside. That goes back to the back stump. So 2-1 on Winalski. Evan Oden, the sophomore out of Lincoln High School, on the mound for Sierra College. 2-1 pitch outside. 3-1. Wind showing no sign of letting up, at least right now, as those gusts are going right at me. 3-1 pitch, check swing, fouled it off. I think that might have been inside. But now Winalski will face a 3-ball, 2-strike count. The canines, more canines. That's hit out to left field again. Oliphant's coming in. He's going to have to hurry. Comes in on the run and drops the ball. Winalski's rounded first. He's going to try for second. He slides in. He beats the throw, and he'll be at second base with nobody out. I'll turn to my official scorekeeper, and they're going to give him a double, and I think that's a good call because Oliphant had to cover a lot of ground out there. He got the glove on it on the run. But Winalski is at second base, and Oliphant, give him credit. He came right back up after the ball came out of his glove and made a throw to second, made that really close, and Winalski slides in just ahead of the throw. 5th hit for the Beavers, and Darren Eels, who had an RBI single his last time up, will be the hitter. His 14th run batted in of the season. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. Ronaldo playing very close to second base to keep the runner close, and with a pitcher who throws his hardest, now he's going to move back over to second base. Yeah, the natural second base position. Let's see if they use Meyer to keep him closer. They let Winalski dance off the bag. That's in the dirt. That's a very nice block by Brad Morris behind the plate to keep the runner at second base. 1-1 on Eels. First pitch a little outside for some of the Beavers red shirts watching the game up here in the press box. That's hit high up in the air to left field out of play. 1-2 on Darren Eels. One ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here, bottom of the third. Winalski leads at second. Meyer is kind of shouting him a little bit over there. That's right where Eels hit it the first time. Darren swings and misses. And he is down on strikes. Strikeout number 4 for Evan Oden, and that brings up Jaden Reynolds, who reached base on an error by the second baseman back in the first inning. 271 on the season for Jaden. Runner still out at second base. White playing deep at third. Let's see if outside. Jaden has been known to drop one down, and White is going to move a little bit in, I think, over there at third. Smith behind the bag at first base. Jose Vega to follow. Today's DH. Reynolds check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Umpire seemed to ask the other umpire and then says, no, I don't really care what you have to say. I'm going to say he went. 1 ball and 1 strike now on Jaden. Freshman out of Bella Vista. Pops that one up. It'll get out of play, it looks like. 1-2. Winalski with the double to start off the inning, then a strikeout of Eels, and quickly Jaden Reynolds at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jose Vega, today's DH, on deck, hitting in the number 6 spot for Coach Jay and the Beavers. Left-hand hitting Reynolds waits. Takes that one, calls strike 3. Reynolds registers his displeasure. 5th strikeout for Oden. And here is Jose Vega. Beavers have scored in the first 2 innings on 2 out base hits. Hopefully Jose Vega can come through. He took a call, 3rd strike his first time up. 3 for 11 on the season for Jose. Inside, and that's going to hit him right in the back. Not much drama about that one as Vega will go down to first base, and that will bring up Duncan Hansen. Had a bunt single his first time and scored back in the 2nd inning. He's up here with runners at first and second. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Beavers up by 2. Hansen. Vega with a big lead at first. He's not being held on. Swinging and miss at an off-speed pitch. Hansen had a really good cut at that one, and I think was a little bit angry at himself for not doing more with it. They're really trying to keep Winalski close at second, but Vega coming off first base. Ronaldo again playing close to second base. Inside, and that's going to hit Hansen. That brings up Willie Tatum. Willie grounded out to short his first time up. Has 7 runs batted in on the season and is unexpectedly here in a bases-loaded situation. And meeting at the mound for the Wolverines. We'll step away for just a second. We are in the bottom of the 3rd, and the Beavers are up by 2.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
Meeting at the mound is over. Willie Tatum at the plate. Runners at first, second, and third. Tatum lines one down the first base line, over the first baseman's head. That's a fair ball. Here comes one run. Second run's going to score. They run it down in right field. It's a double for Willie Tatum. 2-run score, and the Beavers lead it 4-0. Willie Tatum sliced that one right down the right field line, picks up RBIs, numbers 8 and 9 on the season, and 4 runs scored, all with 2 outs for the Beavers in this game, and that'll bring up Marcus Babada. Anthony Martinez warming up in the pen. Babada flied to left his first time up. Runners at second and third. I've been ordered to say by the administration here that they are ducks on the pond, even though everyone knows you don't say that unless you're at least 132 years old. But that's what the people want. Fastball, outside corner, called strike. 1-1 on Marcus Babada. Sometimes you just got to bend to the masses, and you know what's make that 0-2. Babada hits that one high in the air to right field. Faith coming under it, circles it, and makes the catch for the out, but not before Willie Tatum delivers 2 runs on 2 hits, and we go to the top of the fourth. The Beavers lead this one 4-0.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Fast swung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15. Comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Top of the fourth, a lot of excitement out here at Beaver Field as the Beavers take a 4-0 lead. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 for the Wolverines. That's Faith, Smith, and Walensky against Anthony Ocanis, who's given up 1 hit, has allowed 2 base on balls so far in this one. Through the first 3 innings, has struck out 3. Faith singled back in the first inning. He lines one to right field. That is going to get down for a base hit again, as Winalski does a good job to run it down in right field. But Faith has his second hit of the game, and that'll bring up Connor Smith. Both hits for the Wolverines, the property of Mr. Owen Faith, who came in at 286 with 22 runs batted in. Smith struck out back in the first, so Connor is 0 for 1. But he does have power with 3 home runs and 19 batted in. Breaking ball's chopped out to shortstop. Eels has it, flips to second for 1. Turn it to first. That's a double play for Anthony Ocanis and the Beavers. 6-4-3, and there's quickly 2 outs here in the fourth. Kimo Walensky will be the hitter, and Ocanis delivered that ground ball right to shortstop. Eels took his time getting it over to Jaden Reynolds, who turned and gunned it to Willie Tatum, the hero of the hour. And there are quickly 2 outs, and Kimo Walensky, who got the base on balls his first time up, takes a strike. Kimo at 231, freshman out of Kahlua High School. Big 3 hits in the game on Tuesday. He has 7 runs batted in on the season. Hits one to the left to second base into right field. That's another base hit for Kimo Walensky. Second hit of the inning, third of the game for the Wolverines, and that'll bring Cowan Meyer to the plate, who flied out to right his first time up. Hit the ball very hard on a line drive that almost got over the head of Winalski in right field, but Wyatt made a leap and brought it down. Meyer, the freshman from Placer High in Auburn. Check swing, it's in there for a strike. Batting at 206 with a home run and 9 batted in. He's followed by Brad Morris in the Wolverines order. Fastball right down the middle, call it strike 2. Beavers with a single run in the first, single run in the second, and 2 runs in the third. 3 hits so far for the Wolverines, but the Beavers have turned to double play. Call strike 3. O'Connor gets out of it, gives up 2 hits, gets out unscathed. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Beavers still up by 4.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the.
He can't even lead us out of the
He
parking
can't get out of the parking lot.
So we just moments ago, a rhubarb, a brouhaha between Mr. Reynolds, the great Jerry Reynolds, and the great Mr. Basketball.
They always wear
He
something
dresses different. He has his
Yeah.
suit on and stuff.
So,
yeah.
so it's like, hey, fans, I'm different.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the man.
Well,
see, so.
yeah.
Bottom of the 4th inning out here at Beaver Field. New pitcher alert here as it will be number 31, Anthony Martinez, who, according to my stats here, is making his debut this season. So there you go for Anthony Martinez. He is wearing number 31. He is out of Del Campo High School, a freshman, and he will be facing the top of the order, Brett Griffiths, Nick Golden, and Wyatt Winalski. Evan Oden went 3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 4 runs, hit 2 batters, and struck out 5. And Martinez will take over. Brett Griffiths with a double and a single. 2 for 2 in this one. An RBI and a run scored, and the RBI going out to great grandma, OGG, up in Oregon, checking us out, hopefully. Stone says that she is. That is a ball. Stones McCoy taking over the engineering duties for Chris Toy, who's just, so excited over 4 runs he had to go take a break. Ball 2 to Brett, sophomore out of Jesuit, whose brother, we learned, plays also at Jesuit on the JV team. That's where Grandma was going, I think Wednesday. She was going to watch brother. Look out, that's inside and hits him. 3rd hit batter by Sierra pitchers here today. Griffiths is on for the 3rd time, and that's not the one that OGG wants to hear about. She wants the board to be on base, but not painfully. Here's Nick Golden, who has struck out twice in this one. Nick, a freshman from El Camino, up here when what might be a sacrifice situation. Elijah White thinks so at third base. He's moved up even with the bag. Shows bunt. Bunts it right out in front of the plate. It's a very nice bunt by Golden, picked up by the catcher. Throws it first. He throws it away down the right field line. Griffiths is going to come around to third. He is going to round it, and the nice throw came in from right field by Faith. And I really think the Sierra coach is going to come out and complain about perhaps Golden being out of the baseline. Let's see if that is the case. As that throw was, it's going to be a tough throw. It was a really good bunt by Nick Golden, and we will wait and see, as I think that's going to be a bone of contention. Couldn't really tell from this angle if he was or so. The throw was wild anyway. So let's see. I think the umpire and he are discussing it right now. Golden, if the play stands, will be credited with a sacrifice, and then it will be an error on the catcher. But Golden will get the sacrifice, and that's what's going to happen. That is the second error of the game for the Wolverines, and Wiwanowski is up here with runners at second and third and nobody out here in the fourth inning. Down in the dirt. Nice block by Brad Morris. 1 ball and no strikes to Wiwanowski. Darren Eels to follow. Right-hander Martinez, the freshman, delivers. Outside, 2-0. Wiwanowski with 5 runs batted in and 10 runs scored, make that 11 as he scored back in the third inning on the Willie Tatum double. That's in the dirt. Nice block again by Brad Morris. 3 balls and no strikes. Wyatt takes a look down to third base, see what Coach Jay has in mind. 3-0 pitch on the way. Right down the middle for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike on Wyatt. 294 coming in today, 1 for 2. Fly to left in the first, doubled in the third as Oliphant and left tried to make a running catch and couldn't make it to play. That's in the dirt, ball 4. So a hit by pitch, a sacrifice with an error attached, and a walk. Bases loaded. And here's Darren Eels, who was RBI single in the first and struck out in the third. Darren at 213 coming in, 4 home runs, and now 14 runs batted in. Beavers had a 5-run inning on Tuesday in a game they eventually lost. Nice breaking ball in there for a strike, but they have not put up a lot of big innings so far this season. Have an opportunity to do so right here. Wolverines playing the infield back, so a ground ball to the middle of the field. We'll go for the double play. Line drive, base hit left field. 1 run will score. Here comes the second one. Golden's going to try for the plate. The throw's up the line. He misses the tag, and he's safe at the plate. It's a 2-run single for Darren Eels, and the Beavers have opened up a 6-0 lead. Stopping at second is Wiwanowski. Eels picks up 2 more runs batted in, gives him 16 on the season. First hit of the inning. It's a 6-0 ball game. Still nobody out, and Jaden Reynolds the hitter. Jaden has reached on an error and struck out, so he is 0 for 2 in this one, hitting .271 on the season. Let's see how Coach Jay wants to play it there. Still early in this game, only the bottom of the 4th inning. Fastball is down low for a ball to Jaden Reynolds. Jose Vega, the DH, on deck. Brett Griffiths was hit by a pitch, then Golden put the sacrifice down, ball thrown away. A walk to Wiwanowski, loaded the bases, and Eels gets one by Elijah White for a base hit. That's in the dirt again, gets away. Runners are going to advance on the wild pitch. Umpire is having a word for the bench, it looks like, for the Beavers. I'm going to say he's calming down the rhetoric, which in an election year, that's the kind of language you want to use. You can also say telling people to shut up, but I say calming down the rhetoric is much better. And Brad Morris is going to go out and talk to Martinez. Activity in the pen. That is number 21, C.J. Riccardi, who we saw the other day out of Granite Bay High School. As the Wolverines are going to congregate on the hill and talk to their pitcher, Anthony Martinez, to get the freshman through. Tough situation here. Two balls and no strikes on Jaden Reynolds. Umpire said, okay, I gave you guys a chance to freely assemble. You have that right under the Constitution, but I'm calling a halt to this one. Eels at second, Winalski over at third. Now they are bringing the infield in. That was one of the byproducts of that little conversation. Fastball misses outside, 3-0. That one is in there, 3-1. Jones McCoy thought it was 3-1. I think he was looking into the future. I think he was the ball strike oracle, which I think was in Dune 2. I think that's where I saw that. It was one of the. It was that, or either that or Worms. I don't know. That's high for a ball. Walks him. Second walk of the inning. Also a hit batter. Loads the bases. Still nobody out, and now it's Jose Vega's turn. The Highlands freshman. Middle infielders move back again as still Elijah White even with the bag at third. Same at first for Connor Smith. Vega takes a breaking ball outside. 1 ball in, no strikes. Duncan Hansen to follow. One ball, no strikes. Vega takes down low, 2-0. Brad Morris really doing double duty behind the plate with several blocks. As Riccardi continues to warm up down in the pen for Sierra College. Now we've got the base ump talking to somebody. I don't know if call me down rhetoric again. Stones McCoy. We'll have to maybe we'll have to have a chat between innings. Stones usually has his ear attuned to the ground on all these things and knows exactly what's going on, or else pretends to so he can get airtime. I don't know. Either way, I salute him. 2-0. I think they're just trying to get on the pitcher, having trouble finding the zone. Fastball inside corner, call strike 1. Not much Jose Vega was going to do with that pitch anyway. Good velocity right on the inside corner, so he lets that one go. 2 balls, 1 strike. Winalski, Eels, and Reynolds on the bases. High fly ball left field. Wind will hold it up a little bit, so let's see. It should be deep enough to allow the tag is made at third. The throw's going to go to third, so it's going to be a sacrifice fly for Vega, and the Beavers lead at 7-0. Vega picks up his second RBI of the season. Oliphant got it into third base to keep Darren Eels at second. Duncan Hansen to the plate. He has a bunt single in the second inning, was hit by a pitch in the third. So Duncan 1 for 1. Has a dozen RBIs on the season. Has a runner in scoring position. That is Darren Eels at second base. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Eels trying to distract Martinez at second base. That time it didn't work as the breaking ball swung on and missed. Thinking about it, that ball hung up in the air a long time to left field. That wind really affected it. But you have to wait till it comes down before you can run. So I thought he might even try it at the plate. Throw to second base is going to be offline. And back in is Darren Eels. Because it really allows the fielder time to position himself for a throw. As the ball hanging up in those 12-mile-an-hour winds. 24-mile-an-hour gusts. 0-1 pitch. Another breaking ball, but that's going to bounce and get away, and going over to third is Darren Eels. Staying at first is Jaden Reynolds. I don't think he can actually see where the ball went. So rather than make a mistake, he decides to stay put. But Eels now just 90 feet away. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out here in the inning. Beavers have scored 3 times. There goes the runner on a breaking pitch. It's called a strike. The throw's going through at second base. Not in time. An excellent throw by Morris. But Reynolds a little bit speedier. He's got the stolen base. And the runner's now at second and third. But Hansen down in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hanson, the sophomore at Del Campo High School, waits for the 1-2 from Martinez. Infield is in the dirt. Nice job by Morris. Not really a block, more like a kick save and a beauty on that one. Not much he could do rather than just throw every body part he had at the ball. 2-2. Looks like we're getting a timeout, but I think the pitching coach is coming out to talk actually to the umpire, not to his pitcher, or maybe he's just very cleverly making it appear to talk to the umpire and still trying to get his pitcher. But there might be a equipment problem or something, making sure that Martinez is okay on the hill. So we're going to go ahead and make it looks like we're going to get a pitching change. And the key was that he waved to the bullpen and said, "Come on in." That's my key. I'm right on top of it. I should be a private detective. Bottom of the fourth, Beavers with a 7-0 lead. We're right back on Stones Radio Networks.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, Kids Zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be.
New pitcher for the Wolverines, C.J. Ricarte, making his 12th appearance, 1-1 on the year, 2 saves, 19 2/3 innings pitched, 20 strikeouts, 9 base on balls, a very impressive 2.29 ERA. He'll face Duncan Hanson with a 2-2 count. Hanson lines one into center field. That's down for a base hit. Both runs will score for the Beavers. Duncan Hanson comes through with a 2-run single, and the Beavers have scored 5 times. They lead it 9-0. Hanson, 2 runs batted in, gives him 14 on the season. Just reached out and steered that one into center field. The Beavers have put 5 up on the board here in the 4th. Still just 1 out. And here is Willie Tatum, who grounded to short in the 2nd, then had a huge 2-run double back in the 3rd. Gave Willie 9 runs batted in on the year. Those runs are charged to Martinez. Willie takes outside for a ball.
Were you there for like family and stuff?
Sophomore out of Grant High School. Takes inside and low. 2-0. Carte, a freshman out of Granite Bay, as we said, very impressive 2.29 ERA. 19 2/3 innings. Stones McCoy pointed out in the pregame, a lot of double-digit innings guys on the Sierra staff. That's high. 7 pitchers with more than 10 innings of work, so they spread it around a little bit. Ricardo with 19 2/3. Tatum quickly 3-0 here as Marcus Babata waits on deck. Hansen short lead at first. That is strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike on Willie Tatum. We're in number 3 for the Beavers here today. Hansen with the short lead again at first base for the 3-1 pitch. That's chopped foul back to the screen on Willie Tatum. So now it is 3-2. Evan Oden started with the first 3 innings, then Martinez came in, lasted a third of an inning, gave up just 1 hit, but he walked 3, hit 1. And now Ricarte. 3-2 on Willie. There goes. That's popped out of play to the right. And he will live for another pitch. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hopefully Chris Toy is out researching all the canines that we've got out today. Good canine count today. I think I've seen 5. Afternoon game's perfect for them, of course. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Hit well to right field, but it's going to hold up, and Owen Faith is going to move to his left and make the catch. That ball was hit very well. But Tatum is retired for the second out of the inning, and that brings up the 9th batter of the inning, Marcus Babata, who has flied to left and flied to right, and he's hit the ball well both times as well. A lot of them have gone up in the wind today and been kind of stunted for both teams. But the Beavers are really making good contact from 1 through 9 in the order. And here's Babata, left-hand hitting center fielder. Takes a fastball in there for a strike. 0-1. Just the bottom of the 4th inning, Beavers leading 9-0. 5 runs here in the 4th inning. Swinging a foul ball into the catcher's mitt, which makes it a strike. That's the way it works. 0-2 quickly on Babata. Check swing, call, strike 3. 5 runs for the Beavers in the 4th on 2 hits. We go to the top of the 5th, Beavers up 9-0.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Top of the 5th inning, Anthony O'Connor on the hill. He will face Brad Morris and Aiden Kuhlbeck and Elijah White, 7, 8, and 9 for the Wolverines. The Beavers have scored in every inning, one in the first, one in the second, 2 in the third, and then 5
Leading off the inning for Sierra, number 7, the catcher, Brett Morris.
in the 4th inning. 2-run single by Darren Eels, 2-run single by Duncan Hansen. And the sacrifice fly for Jose Vega. That one's popped up. Hansen giving chase, but it looks like it's going to be over the stands. I thought that might be in the stands. I was worried for those fans, but the wind blows it away. Of course, Jamil's over there. He can make the play. If necessary, he'll just soar through the air, as he did in his days at Grant High and Sacramento State University, and make the play. I think I should have let him know that I expect him to do that, though. He's busy taking pictures with a large camera. In there for a strike, 0-2. XTG Media is Jamil's company. Go to xtgmedia.com to find out all the great services they offer. 0-2. In the dirt for a ball, 1-2. Game number 21 of the season for the Beavers, 23 for the Wolverines. Wolverines 5-3 in conference. Beavers 1-7. That is misses somewhere, and I'm going to say it was high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brad Morris struck out back in the 2nd inning, so 0 for 1. 152 coming in for the catcher out of Ponderosa. Pops that one up. I don't think that's going to stay in play either, as Hansen gives chase. And it's, I would say, 20 feet away from Jamil, who really gave no indication he was going to go catch it if necessary. But I continue to believe that he would, because he's very altruistic. Kuhlbeck to follow here in the top of the 5th. Line drive, but that'll be fouled down the left field line. Off-speed pitch that Morris got ahead of. Couldn't keep it in play, and it'll still be 2 balls and 2 strikes. Both bullpens quiet right now. That's fouled back again. Brad Morris going to make it difficult for Anthony O'Connor, the left-hander out of Woodland. Came in with a 2-3 record, a 3.11 ERA. Looking to even that record, pick up his first conference win. I'll have to check and see if he was the winning pitcher. I don't know. He was not the winning pitcher against Diablo Valley in that first game. 3-2 now on Brad Morris. Anthony has walked 2 in this one. Another line drive foul. Good thing there's screens down the left field line. That was a bullet down there. As we got some fans in what I call the left field pavilion, which is just bleachers down the left field line. Stones, you can't wave at them. They can't see you. That's a good point. You can wave at them if you wish to. Breaking ball is too high, and Morris works himself a walk, and a very good at-bat for Brad Morris to start off the top of the 5th. Third walk by O'Connor, and he'll bring up Aiden Kuhlbeck, who flied out to center, hit a line drive to center his first time up, right to Marcus Babada. Aiden 176 coming in, just 17 at-bats, so not a lot of sample size. Shows bunt, bunts it right out. That's a beautiful bunt. Deadens it. Hansen picks it up, throws to first. What a play by Willie Tatum at first base. That was just a fantastic pickup by Tatum at first base to get Kuhlbeck. He'll get credit for the sacrifice. Tatum will get credit for a web gem, and Anthony O'Connor will give him the tip of the cap. 1 out, and that'll bring up Elijah White. Walked his first time up, batting the number 9 spot, the third baseman. Out of Alpha Charter, just a freshman. Getting the start today. 250 coming in with 4 runs batted in. Takes the fastball inside corner. Nice location by O'Connor. Mason Oliphant on deck, the top of the order. Just an excellent play on a ball that was bounced down to first by Hansen. Line drive center field. That's slicing over to right. Winowski going to give chase. That is down for a base hit. Runner will score, and going into second is Elijah White as he picks up his 5th run bat into the season. The first run for the Wolverines there on the board. It's now 9-1. White with a double. Scoring is Morris, and that brings up the top of the order in Mason Oliphant. Mason lined out to first base and grounded out to third base, so he is 0 for 2. Wolverines are on the board with that line shot by Elijah White. The fly ball center field. Babada going to get it in his tracks, makes a play. The tag is made, but the throw will be on one hop to third base, and staying at second base will be Elijah White. Oliphant is retired for the third time, and that'll bring up Brady Rinaldo. Second baseman batting .333, struck out in the first, grounded the third in the third, so he is 0 for 2. Does have a home run, got that yesterday in the Wolverines' big win. Has driven in 13 runs on the season. Freshman out of Roseville. Breaking ball, drops in for a strike. Owen Faith on deck, the number 3 hitter who's got a couple of singles to his name today. He is 2 for 2. That one's just a little bit low. 1-1. We'll be reviving the old Chestnut halftime mid-game report with Stones McCoy after this half inning. Because he made me, because he's the boss. And I wanted to. Foul down the right field line. But, I mean, I believe in pulling the curtain back. And he says, you know, either you do this or else you don't do the rest of the game. And I said, okay. He had the gun to the head. Yeah. Figuratively, of course. 1-2 on Rinaldo. White leads off at second base. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 call. Breaking ball inside corner. 1 run, 1 hit. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Beavers are up 9-1, and we will bring in Stones McCoy. And we will do the mid-game with Stones McCoy, which is a feature we used to do, and then people say, I don't like that, so we didn't do it anymore.
Yeah,
but now we're doing it again. Stones, we talked before the game, and you said a couple of them. First of all, you said Anthony O'Connor has really found his zone. That seems he's given up 4 hits in the game, just the 1 run, so he has really kind of kept that going.
Absolutely. No, he's, keeping in tradition with Anthony O'Connor this year. He has done everything he needs to do to keep his team in this game, And then, like we talked about the shutdown innings, they AR's put up 4 shutdown innings, and that is impressive. Keeping the momentum on your side so important in games like this, especially when you lose a tough one yesterday. And I don't even remember the actual numbers. I don't think we want to repeat them.
Well, I remember them, but I'm not going to mention them.
Yeah,
no,
so
makes you look bad.
After a game like that, to have this type of performance so far, you're through 5, or you're through
4.5.
4.5, yeah. And you've looked really good on all facets. So you got to keep playing that way. What's going to be a big key, I think, in the second half of this ball game is how do the Beavers keep the ball in front of them? How's their defense look? That's really going to at least minimize how many runs that Sierra will be able to put up, and it's really going to help them.
Quickly, before we get into the bottom of the 5th, this is a tough day for hitters. With the wind blowing and everything, and I don't know if I've seen the Beavers hit the ball better than they have today.
Solid contact all the way around. It looks really, really nice.
Stones McCoy, thank you very much. Now go back and make magic with the cameras and everything. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll get Brett Griffiths, Nick Golden, and Wyatt Winalski against C.J. Riccardi, the 3rd pitcher for the Sierra College Wolverines. Griffiths chops it down the third baseline. That is a foul ball. Brett has doubled in the 1st inning and scored. Singled in a run in the 2nd, then was hit by a pitch and scored in the 4th inning. So he's bumped his run scored total up to 15 on the season and picked up his 11th run batted in. Came in at 277. Leadoff man from Jesuit. Facing C.J. Ricarte from Granite Bay High School. That fastball misses outside. We shouted again to OGG, original great grandma up in Oregon, checking out Brett and Grandma, who was here. Hopefully she's here today. She said she was going to be in town. We'll see. Chris Toy, of course, is out in the stands checking out the canines, but also checking out to see if there's any grandmothers, and he has located Brett's grandma down there. That is in the dirt. So he has a very, very esoteric skill set, Chris Toy. He can go talk to any dogs out there anywhere, and he also finds grandparents. So, I mean, not bad, really, when you think about it. High fly ball, right center field, hit well, but underneath it is Kuhlbeck in right center field. Now taking over is Owen Faith coming in from right field, and Griffith is retired for the first time today, and that will bring up Nick Golden. So the canine count is down to just a pair. We had it up to 5, I thought. Little breed, they might be out, exercising and stuff too, might be out taking a walk. Golden is struck out twice and then sacrificed. He reached on the narrow on that sacrifice and scored in the 4th inning. Takes the fastball, called a strike on the inside corner, 0-1 to Nick. Freshman from El Camino High, Wyatt Winalski on deck. That one misses outside. 1-1. On Nick Golden. Left-hand hitting, he playing out in left field today. It's that one high up in the air toward left field. Alfont going to circle now. He's got to come in. Diving play. Can't make the play. And staying at first base is Nick Golden. That one, the win benefiting Nick Golden on that one is Alfont coming in from left field. Not much he could do. He breaks into a sprint. Can't make the play. Hit number 9 for the Beavers. And here's Wyatt Winalski, who flied to left, doubled, and walked, and has scored twice, giving him a dozen runs scored in the season. That one from the left-handed hitter had a little slice on it, but also got knocked down by the wind. Winalski swings and misses. No balls, 1 strike on Wyatt. Darren Eels to follow. Short lead by Golden at first. Winalski takes a fastball. That's right in there from McCarty. 0-2. Hit sharply out toward the middle of the diamond. Shortstop Meyer picks it up, backhand flip to second, and Golden goes in strong. And now there's a little bit of chatter going on back and forth. The umpire quickly all over that. Fielder's choice on the play. Nice play by Meyer to flip that one over to Rinaldo at second base. 2 outs, and that will bring up our cleanup hitter, Darren Eels. Coach Jay going out to mediate that whole confrontation, which hopefully is off the board now, and he's telling his dugout to cool it. A couple of the coaches for Sierra also out of the dugout over here, and the umpire has gone and had a word with them. Two outs, and here's Eels, who singled in a run in the first, struck out in the third, and then singled in 2 runs in the fourth. So he has a couple hits and 3 runs batted in. He's got 16 of those runs batted in on the season. The breaking ball is outside, 1-0. Good stop by Morris. As Winalski now the runner at first base. Another one in the dirt, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. Popped out of play. Two and one now on Darren Eels, sophomore from Bear Creek High down in Stockton. Fouls that one out of play. Count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beavers have next week off of conference play. They've got non-conference games against Shasta and Feather River. Swing and a miss, got him on strikes. The tag made by Morris. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Beavers lead this one 9-1.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Top of the 6th inning from Beaver Field. It is 9-1 for the Beavers. It is Owen Faith. It is Connor Smith. It's Kimo Wilinski. Owen Faith singled in the first, singled again in the fourth, came in at 286. Leads the Wolverines with 22 runs batted in. Coach Jay might be making some changes. Let's see. It looks like he's got the lineup card out. Let's take a look at what we have out there. Darren Eales is still at short, I think. Might be one of the outfielders. Winalski is in right. I think he's still out there. Babata was in center and Nick Golden in left. And it looks like might have a new center fielder. We'll check it out with the Stones Radio Network's binoculars. But for right now, here is Owen Faith. Hits a sharp grounder to third. Backhanded by Griffiths. Picks it out of the air across the diamond. Makes the play. Coming up big at third base today, Brett Griffiths with mom in the audience and grandma in the audience and great-grandma watching from out of state, afar we call it. And Brett comes up big with a nice backhanded stab there. Connor Smith to the plate, struck out and hit into a double play. Big first baseman with 3 home runs and 19 runs batted in. Hitting .267 coming in. He takes a breaking ball in there, a strike. Anthony Aconis out on the mound through 5 innings, 4 hits and 1 run for Anthony. He's walked a couple. He struck out 4. Make that struck out 5. There's a sharp grounder out to shortstop. Eales has it. Taking his time across the diamond and gets him by a step. Good defensive infield from the Beavers. 2 outs quickly here in the top of the 6th. And that'll bring up Kimo Wilinski, who has walked and singled. And he has been a tough out for the Beavers. It's like Danny Gallego Jr. is out in center field. So I thought maybe we had a substitution out there. We're going to assume Babata came out. Breaking balls in there for a strike. Danny Gallego, freshman from Bear Creek, is out in center field. So Wilinski, 231 coming in, takes a breaking ball, swings and misses at it. 0-2 quickly. 3 for 4 on Tuesday, 1 for 1 today with 2 times getting on base. That's spoiled out. Side breaking ball is fouled out of play. The K9 count up to 3, according to Chris Joy, who has been doing some fan liaison work here. Community relations, we call it. Fouled back to the screen on the fastball. He's just a guy who likes to be amongst the people. Or the dogs, whatever the case may be. I don't see a lot of cats coming to the games. You don't see Cat Day at the ballpark. That would be chaos. in the dirt for a ball, 1-2. A lot of dog days at the park, and they all seem to go well, you know. Cat days would not go well. It would be just like, 50 cats just not paying attention to anybody. Fouled by Walensky. Stones, I did not want you to do your cat impersonations. That was not really, no, and everybody's doing it now. It's so much fun to listen to. I'm going to get one of those dogs to come up here. He stuck his elbow out there. I think he's going to stay in the batter's box, and if that was over the plate, that would be a called strike, and I was kind of hoping that would happen because it looked like he stuck the arm out over the inside corner. Umpire right on it right away, and the first base umpire hopefully is going to come in and go, hey, I think he stuck his arm over the plate. At least that's what the guy up in the booth said. And Stones took time out from his cat impersonations to agree with me. I think that's what they're going to check there. Ump was right on it as far as the fact that it was not a hit batter. Walensky is chatting with Duncan Hansen now at the plate. Stones is rather emphatically saying it should have been called strike 3. And when he gets an idea in his head, which unfortunately I put in his head, and I consider myself responsible for that, although I do agree with the idea. Let's see what we got. Hopefully he'll turn around and make the third. Oh, he didn't. If he's going to do it, he has to make the motion right away. You don't come around behind the plate and then say it belatedly. So it didn't work, Stones. We tried our best. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Walensky. Chop foul again. Two balls and 2 strikes. No, they said it was a ball. He stuck his. They didn't call it a no pitch. It's a ball, but it just isn't a hit batter. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. Good inning by O'Connor. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Beavers up big.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't really
run
respond.
away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me to sound
I don't know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that.
Generally,
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Bottom of the 6th inning from Beaver Field. Beavers up 9-1. CJ Ricarte back out on the mound for the Wolverines. He came on in the 4th inning. Finished that inning, went through the 5th, gave up a single hit in the 5th, and is back out here for Jaden Reynolds, Jose Vega, and Duncan Hansen. 5, 6, and 7 for the Beavers. Reynolds reached on an error, struck out and walked, stole the base, and scored back in the 4th inning. 271 for the second baseman, left-handed hitter. Line drive, right field. That is a base hit in front of the right fielder, Owen Faith. That ball was hit hard by Jaden Reynolds, and as we were talking about with Stones McCoy in the mid-game report, he was really making the best contact we've seen them make all season long against a tough pitching staff from the Wolverines. And here's Jose Vega, who has struck out, been hit by a pitch, and hit a sacrifice fly. So 0 for 1 with an RBI. His second of the season, the right-hand hitting DH out of Highlands High School. Watches that one in there for a strike. Good-looking pitch from C.J. Ricarte. Duncan Hansen to follow. Bradley Morris behind the plate for the Wolverines. Throw over to first base, and he is back. Elijah White at third. Colin Meyer at shortstop. Brady Rinaldo at second base. Connor Smith at first, Owen Faith in right. Aiden Kubek in center field, and Mason Oliphant over in left. Jose Vega swings and misses at a breaking ball. 0-2 on the freshman. Looks down at Coach Jay. Duncan Hansen to follow. Good crowd in the stands for this finale of the 3-game series between the two teams. Fastball outside, call, strike 3. Vega turns for not much he could do. I think he had the right inclination to lay off that one. That one looked like a little bit outside. But it's called strike 3. Second strikeout for, actually third strikeout for C.J. Ocarte. Came in with 20 strikeouts and 9 walks for the season. Here's Duncan Hansen. Fly ball short center field. Shortstop's going to go out. That ball's going to stay in, but it's the second baseman, Rinaldo, who goes over and makes the catch in short center field for the second out. Hansen had been 2 for 2 with a couple of RBI and a run scored before that appearance. And here's Willie Tatum. Willie grounded to short in the second, delivered a 2-out, 2-run double in the third, and fly to right in the fourth. So he is 1 for 3. Picked up RBIs number 8 and 9 on the season. Reynolds at first, but now 2 outs. Beavers with 10 hits through these 6 innings. Tatum check swing, he went around. 0-1. One in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, 5 in the fourth for the Beavers. The Wolverines countered with 1 of their own in the top of the 5th. Willie Tatum stays away from that inside breaking ball. 1 ball in, 1 strike. It's called strike 2 on the inside corner, 1-2. These two teams, these two schools will be our next appearance on YouTube, as we will be over at Becky Russ Field for a softball matchup between Sierra and ARC. That'll be next Tuesday at 3 p.m. First pitch, throw over to first base, gets away, but staying put is Jaden Reynolds. So that'll be our next broadcast. Beavers also home on the baseball field next Tuesday to Feather River. That's a 2 p.m. first pitch, but we're over at Becky Russ Field as it's a conference matchup between the Wolverines and the Beavers. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Willie Tatum. We do have a little loosening up going on in the bullpen for the Wolverines. Tatum takes a fastball outside, 2-2. Marcus Babata on deck. Tatum chops one out toward short, cut off at third. Nice play at third base. Beautiful play there by Elijah White. That's a do-or-die situation, and he did it. Throws to first for the out, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the 7th. Beavers up 9-1.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the.
He can't even lead us out of the
He
parking
can't get out of the
lot.
parking lot.
So we just moments ago, a rhubarb.
Top of the seventh inning, Anthony O'Connor out on the mound. His first pitch to Meyer is chopped out to shortstop. Eels has it across the diamond to Willie Tatum, and Meyer is out for the first out here in the seventh inning. 0 for 3 for Cowan Meyer today, and he will be followed to the plate by Bradley Morris, the catcher. He has struck out and walked, scored the only run for the Wolverines. That was back in inning number 5. Right-handed hitter from Ponderosa, sophomore. Pops it up, and I mean way up in the air. Tatum camping under. He's going to be in foul territory and make the catch. So nice job by O'Connor. Gets 2 pitches, gets 2 outs. And that will bring up Aiden Kuhlbeck, who was flied to center and sacrificed. The freshman from Belgrade hit the ball very hard back in the third into center field to Winalski. We mentioned Danny Gallego is in center field now. Babata moved over to left field. And Nick Golden is out of the game for Coach Jay. First pitch is in there for a strike. Elijah White on deck. That just misses 1 ball and 1 strike on Aiden Kuhlbeck. Just 17 at-bats coming into this game. Breaking ball is fouled. O'Connor ahead in the count 1-2. Anthony with 5 strikeouts in this one through the first 6 2/3. That one sails outside. 2-2. O'Connor's with 37 2/3 innings on the season so far. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes, make that 6 strikeouts. What an inning for Anthony O'Connor. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Beavers stay up 9-1.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Bottom of the 7th, C.J. Riccardi still on the mound for the Wolverines. He's been impressive since he came in the 4th to close that inning out. Gave up a hit in the 5th, a hit in the 6th, but no runs. Marcus Babata, who was in center and now in left field, he will lead it off. 9-1-2, Brick Griffiths, and then the number 2 spot, which would be Danny Gallegos. Babata takes high and inside for a ball. Marcus has fly to left, fly to right, and struck out so far in this one. Pops that one up back over the top of the press box here. It makes it 1 ball and 1 strike. Cardi from the windup, inside and low, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Check swing, and that is too low. Gets away from Morris, so it'll be 3-1. I think dog of the game is going to have to go to the Corgi down the first baseline, Chris. I think that's going to be my choice, and that's a huge honor. That is in there, call strike 2. Chop foul. Looks like Grayson Palmer, freshman from Galena, loosening up in the pen for the Wolverines. There looks to be activity in the Beavers pen. We can't really see the numbers out there. There's too many fences, but there is activity as O'Connor will be going into his 8th inning. Bovada hits it down to first base. Smith gets it, waves off the pitcher, goes over and tags the bag, and Marcus is retired. For the first out here in the 7th, it brings up Brett Griffiths. Doubled and scored in the first, singled in a run in the second, was hit by a pitch in the 4th and scored, and then flied to right in the 5th. So 2 for 3 for Brett. A couple runs scored, a run driven in. 11 runs batted in and 15 runs scored on the season for the third baseman out of Jesuit. Watches that one go outside, so it's 1-0 on Brett with Danny Gallegos making his initial plate appearance on deck. Griffiths fouled that one back to the screen. One ball, 1 strike on Brett. Swing and a miss, someone down in the dirt. One ball, 2 strikes. Let that one go by, so evens the count up at 2-2. 3 straight in the dirt, or down low from Ricarte. Look out, that one's inside for Brett Griffiths. He's already been hit once. I think 3 hit batters by the Wolverines pitchers today. 2 of those were in the big 4th inning. That's it sharply into right field. It's a base hit. Griffiths with his 3rd hit of the day, and he is at first with just 1 out. Actually, 2 hit batters in the 3rd inning for the Beavers. Sierra hit 2 batters in the 3rd inning, 1 in the 4th. 2 of those 3 came in to score. And here's Danny Gallegos. First appearance of the day for Danny. Swings and misses at that one. He is 4 for 21 on the season with 3 runs batted in. He fouls that one off on a little fastball, so it's quickly 0-2. Wyatt Winalski on deck. Griffiths down at first base. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Beavers on top 9-1. Danny, a freshman out of Bear Creek High School. Chops it foul off speed pitch. He'll get himself another chance. 0-2. Ricarte, the 3rd pitcher for the Wolverines. Evan Oden started, went the first 3 innings. Then Anthony Martinez and Ricarte came on to relieve him in the 4th and has been on the mound ever since. Fastball's outside. Nice play by Morris. Throws behind the runner at first base, but not in time. Griffith's hit was the 11th by the Beavers today. They had 7, I believe, in the game yesterday, which they lost 16-2. Chop foul again, so Danny is staying alive behind home plate. Morris having to deal with that ball in the dirt. Still 1-2. Hit sharply, but foul right by the dugout for the Beavers. Hopefully everybody okay. We had a couple of dugout shots earlier for the Wolverines. That's the first one that went over to the ARC dugout. Golden takes outside. 2-2 on Danny Gallegos. His first plate appearance here came on in the 6th inning. In a defensive capacity out in center field. Griffiths inching off at first. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. He's going to run, but he can't go to first, but going to second is Griffiths. So first base occupied, less than 2 outs, so the batter cannot try to advance on a missed third strike, but Griffiths can advance, and he did. So he is in scoring position now for Wyatt Winalski, who's flied to left, doubled, walked, and hit it to a fielder's choice. 294 for the sophomore from San Juan. Out in right field today for the Beavers. Hoping to make way for Darren Eels on deck in this 7th inning. Fastball on the outside corner, 0-1. Griffiths leading off of second. Winalski takes in there for strike 2. 5 runs batted in on the season for Wyatt. He scored his 11th and 12th runs of the years in this game. Fastball call, strike 3 on the outside corner. So 2 strikeouts in the inning for Ricarte. We go to the top of the 8th. Beavers lead this one 9-1.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then run away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me.
Yeah,
to
I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally
I know
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy. You
Yeah.
see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. Top of the 8th inning from Beaver Field. Anthony O'Connor still out on the mound for the Beavers. It'll be Elijah White and then Mason Oliphant and Brady Rinaldo, 9-1 and 2. White has walked and had an RBI double in this one. 1 ball and no strikes on Elijah White. 250 coming in and picked up RBI number 5 on that double back in the 5th inning. It's out high up in the air to right field. It's fading fast into foul territory, and Winalski giving chase, but Wyatt's not going to be able to catch up to it. So it'll be 1 ball and 1 strike on Elijah White. Freshman out of Alpha Charter, making the start at third base for the Wolverines in the third of a 3-game set. Sierra won the first game on Tuesday right here at Beaver Field 9-7. A really good contest back and forth, and then they brought out the bats big time yesterday for a 16-2 win. Breaking ball right in there for a strike. 1-2 now. Tries another breaking ball, but that is outside. Evens it up at 2-2. High fly ball, right field, right at Winalski. Wyatt stays put, reaches up and makes the catch. Had a little bit of a slice on it, came right to the right fielder. 1 out here in the 8th inning, and Mason Oliphant will be the hitter. The leadoff man is lined out, grounded out, and flied out. So he is 0 for 3 so far in this one, the sophomore out of Reno. Out in left field, really tough to play left field in this game. There's a lot of the left-handers on the Beavers lineup, and they kind of hit the slicing ball to left field. The wind does a lot of stuff to him, and it's been a tough day out there for Mason, but he's navigated it quite well. 1-0 as the first pitch misses. Hit sharply to the lefty shortstop. Eels can't get it. It's under his glove into center field, and that's a base hit for Oliphant. Tough play for Eels. Even if he does pick it up, he's going away from home plate. And so Mason is on at first with his first hit of the game. It's a 5th hit for the Wolverines, and here is Brady Rinaldo, who has struck out twice and grounded to third. So he is 0 for 3. Did come in at .333 with a home run and 13 runs batted in. Owen Faith, number 3 hitter on deck. Chop foul. Fastball. Hit right through the fence over there. And the fence, between the fence and the corner of the dugout, there's that little opening, and that ball snuck through it, which is really not even that interesting. So I don't know why they made me say that. 0-1. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and that breaking ball settles in there for a strike. 0-2. Runner at first, 1 out here in the 8th. Fastball called, strike 3 inside corner. And Brady Rinaldo joins a host of other ball players in this game on both teams who go back to their benches very dejected and kind of flustered a little bit. He's out on strikes, and that'll bring up Owen Faith, who singled in the first, singled in the 4th, then grounded the 3rd back in the 6th on a real fine play by Brett Griffith. Oliphant leading out at first base. Faith settles in. The right fielder takes it right down the middle for a strike. Came in at .286 in this on the season. 22 runs batted in for Owen Faith. Breaking ball catches the outside corner. 0-2. Connors checks the runner at first base. 0-2 pitch. Line drive into right field. That's a solid base hit. Winalski comes up with it. Runner's going to hold at second base. No reason to try to stretch it out when you're down 9-1, but it is a solid single for Faith. His 3rd hit of the game. 2nd of the inning, 6th of the ball game for the Wolverines, and now Connor Smith coming to the plate. He has struck out, grounded into a double play, and grounded to shortstop. .267 coming in for the first baseman. Has 3 home runs, has driven in 19. Breaking ball misses inside, 1-0 to Smith. Kimo Walensky, the number 5 hitter in the on-deck circle. He has been a tough out for the Beavers all week long. inside for a ball, 2-0. Eighth inning of work for Anthony O'Connor. 5 strikeouts. He's given up 6 hits. Just a 1 run to this point. 2-0 now to Connor Smith. 3-0 to Connor Smith. Oliphant at second. Owen Faith over at first. That one's right down the middle. For a strike. 3-1. Wind still blowing briskly here at Beaver Field. Chopped to the third base. Nice play by Griffiths across the diamond to first. Got him. Good play by Brett Griffiths. Good inning by Anthony O'Connor. He allowed 2 hits, no runs. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Beavers 9, Wolverines 1.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed a job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't really
run
respond.
away.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me.
Yeah,
to
I
sound
don't know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. New pitcher for the Wolverines here in the bottom of the 8th. Grayson Palmer, the freshman from Galena, is going to come in and relieve. C.J. Riccardi was very good as he was in there. He closed out the 4th, went through the 5th, 6th, and 7th. And here is Grayson Palmer. He will face Darren Eels and Jaden Reynolds and Jose Vega. Sixth appearance of the season for Grayson Palmer. Breaking ball is inside. 4 2/3 innings. 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 7.71 ERA. No wins, no losses for Grayson. Inside fastball is 2-0. Looked for a second like the umpire was going to call that a strike with his body language, and I said no. I mentally sent down. No, it was inside. My effort at quality control. That one's hit sharply into the hole, base hit left field. Eels with his 3rd hit of the game. He has 3 hits and 2 strikeouts and 3 RBIs. Came in at 213. And a good day for Darren at the dish. And here's Jaden Reynolds. Struck out, reached on an error, then struck out, then walked, and then a sharp single to right field back in the 6th. So 1 for 3 for Jaden. And he has scored a run, his 9th of the season. Fastball misses outside. Jose Vega on deck. Or actually, he's slated to be next. Nobody is actually technically on deck. Until Jose got the word from me and said, okay, I'm on deck. Line drive going to be a one-hopper at shortstop. Meyer to second base for 1. The throw to first not be in time. Fielder's choice puts Reynolds at first base with one out and does bring up Jose Vega, although reluctantly perhaps. He struck out looking in the first, was hit by a pitch and scored in the third, hit a sacrifice fly in the fourth, and then struck out looking again in the sixth on a pitch that both Chris Toy and I agree was not a strike, which has no legal ramifications, but it's just our opinion. Takes a breaking pitch, which definitely is a strike, and it's 0-1 on Vega, the freshman out of Highlands. Seen some time on the mound, and 3 for 10 at the plate coming into this one. Picked up his second RBI. That breaking ball's inside. Scored a run as well after being hit by a pitch back in the third inning. Chopper foul, third base line. 1-2 on Jose. The umpire showing that he agrees with us. Puts up the 1-2. Reynolds is over at first base. Vega hits it weakly out toward shortstop. Meyer's going to have to hurry to get Vega at first base, and he does by a step. Moving up to second is Reynolds. Meyer really showed a really good arm for throwing on the run from shortstop, but that ball was hit very slowly. Reynolds is in scoring position, though, and here is Duncan Hansen, who has a couple of singles, a pop out, and hit by pitch in this one. Singled and scored in the second, was hit by a pitch in the third. The 2-run single in the fourth inning. The first batter, the first pitch that Riccardi threw when he came in, C.J. Riccardi, was hit to center field by Hansen. Takes that breaking ball in there for a strike. Then he popped out to short center field to the second baseman back in the sixth inning. So Duncan 2 for 3. Now has 14 runs batted in on the season. Fastball outside corner, call strike 2, and Hansen hits the bat with the whole I should have swung swipe there. Beavers with 12 hits in this game. Look back, they had 17 hits on Tuesday. Breaking ball, check swing, just a little too high. 1-2. 7 hits in the game yesterday. So the bats have pretty much shown up for ARC this week. Still trying to get that first win in the series. 1-2 coming up to Duncan Hansen. Chopped out towards shortstop. Myers waiting for the hop. Gets it across the diamond and gets him by a step at first base. So busy inning for Meyer. We go to the top of the ninth. Beavers lead this one 9-1.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Pass swung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15. Comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Moving into the top of the ninth, Anthony O'Connor's day is done. Joey Garrienti is going to come on to pitch, making his 9th appearance. He is 2-1 on the season, 23 in the third innings, 17 strikeouts, 8 walks, a 5.01 ERA, looking for not exactly a save situation, but looking to close this one out, which would be a big win for the Beavers to come back from yesterday's 16-2 loss to come out and hang a win on the Wolverines here in this one. It'll be Kimo Walensky, then Cowan Meyer and Brad Morris, 5, 6, and 7, slated to face Gariente, the freshman out of Vista Del Lago High School. Finishing up his warm-up tosses, Walensky will come up to the plate. He has walked, singled, and struck out, so Kimo is 1 for 2. Throw down to third base to signify the end of the warm-up tosses. Goes out into left field. Not a great omen, but we're going to choose to ignore that as Walensky steps in. Coach Jay having a final word with the umpire. Hey, keep it fair, okay? Keep it fair. I don't think that's exactly what he said, but not a bad idea. Beavers with 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, 5 in the fourth. Wolverines scored 1 in the fifth, and that's been the scoring so far. Nothing so far in this half of the game, and here's Walensky. 231 coming in for Kimo, walked in the second, singled in the fourth, and then struck out in the sixth. First pitch is in there for a strike from the right-hander Gariente. Joey has also started 2 games this season for Coach Jay. Foul back by Walensky, so quickly ahead in the count to the leadoff hitter, 0-2. Right-handed hitter Walensky DHing for the Wolverines in this one. Saves himself there by reaching out and poking that one out of play. Stays 0-2. Anthony Elcanas went the first 8 innings, 6 hits, 1 run. He walked 3, he struck out 6. Big chopper out toward shortstop, got on the hop his heels across the diamond to get him at first base. 1 out here in the 9th inning, and Cowan Meyer coming to the plate. He's flied out, he struck out, he's grounded out, so the freshman out of Placer is 0 for 3 in this one. Does have a home run on the season and has driven in 9, came in at 206. Fastball is in there for a strike. 0-1. Beavers back here next Tuesday. They'll host Feather River in a rematch of what was a fantastic matchup way early in the season. Extra innings, they lost 8-6 in the dirt. That's Tuesday at 2. We'll be over at the softball field Tuesday at 3 as the Beavers host Sierra College Wolverines in a Big 8 conference matchup. Popped up out of play, so it is 1-1. Make that 1-2 on Meyer. Gariente working from the stretch. Swing and a miss, got him on strikes. First strikeout for Joey. 2 outs here in the 9th inning, and that'll bring up Brad Morris. That's chance for the Wolverines. Brad has struck out. He has walked and scored the only Wolverine run back in the 5th, and he's popped out to first base. Now we're going to have a pinch hitter here. It looks like it's going to be, I think that's going to be number 22, Zach Jenkins. So Jenkins comes on for Morris. Left-handed hitter. Zach out of A.J. Diamond High School, a sophomore. Left-hander against the right-hander, Gariente. Fastball misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes. It's like Devin Carter has grabbed a bat to hit for Colbeck if Jenkins can keep the inning going. High fly ball, left center field. Moving over the left fielder, reaches up, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Beavers come up big. Anthony Elconis, a fantastic pitching performance. He goes 8 innings, gives up just 1 run, picks up his 3rd win of the season, evens his record at 3-3. Brett Griffiths, one of the hitting stars with 3 hits. Also Willie Tatum, big RBIs from Duncan Hansen, and another big game from Darren Eels with 3 hits and 3 RBIs. So again, our final score from Beaver Field. The Beavers win this one 9-1. That is their 2nd conference win of the season. Join us the next time we broadcast on YouTube at Stones Radio Networks or ARC Athletics. That'll be next Tuesday at 3 p.m. It's the Beavers and the Wolverines on the softball diamond. For Chris Toy, for Stones McCoy, my name Mark the Phantom Lowe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.